Hello, my loves, and welcome to episode 2 of the Heart to Heart podcast with me, Patty, as your host, wherein we have honest and heartfelt conversations about meaningful topics that encourage you to live a beautiful life. So, honestly, I was debating if I was going to film an episode tonight, but first, I had it in my to do list, and second, I really want to talk about this topic, and third, the reason being because I just came from the derma, and honestly speaking, I wasn't sure if I wanted to face the camera because if you are gonna see and I'm not gonna put a filter, I'm kind of breaking out. Can you see it? Hindi. Kasi tinapalan ko ng makeup. Pero naglagay din ako ng mga pimple patch and everything para I can look presentable on here. But then again, we are due for another episode, so let's dive into it. Anyway, me talking about my face breaking out because I came from the derma and being afraid to face the camera with me breaking out and all just ties into today's topic, which is your fear of being seen and how we're gonna face it, get rid of it, because 2026 is the year to be seen. So ano bang meaning ko sa the fear of being seen? What I mean is, takot ka. Takot ka na makita ka for who you truly are, internally, wholly, genuinely, authentically, kasi you can't sit with who you truly are. And that's why you can't be authentic and real when it comes to situations in the workplace, in your love life, or how you show up in life. And we're gonna unpack some of that, honey. So there have been recent events that have occurred in my life that made me realize that I did or I used to have the fear of being seen. And now that I'm stepping into this year of mine na girl whatever or my silly hot and having fun year, which is this 2026, I realized na I'm not afraid to be seen because I can sit with who I am, both the good and the bad, my flaws, the yin and yang of who I am. I accept it, which is why I can appear as authentic in real life and in every situation. Pero dati, hindi naman ako ganito because I grew up as a very shy and timid kid. If you ask my family members and even some of my closest friends, I wasn't always this outspoken and very confident and very just authentic Patty that I am now. No, I had to put in a lot of work. And a lot of us, when we have the fear of being seen for who we truly are, it's because of probably conditioning when we were kids. Maybe when you tried to do something and you were rejected by a parent or napagalitan ka, doon nag-stem yung, okay, people please na lang ako and I will hide who I authentically or who I really am. But besides conditioning when growing up, maybe even now as an adult, maraming nangyari sa'yo that just made you hide in your cocoon, go hermit mode, and just hide the parts of you that you really want to express, but just can't because of certain circumstances. So, how this reflected in my life is, for example, in the workplace. So, in the first episode, I mentioned that I just quit my job, and I'm still good with my boss. My previous boss, if I may say. It's just that I felt like I wasn't aligning dahil alam ko na kung sino ako. The old me would people please and would be scared of being rejected for expressing who I truly am, for expressing my boundaries and what I value, especially in the workplace. So, merong fear of being seen doon eh. Kasi I know what I want, pero dahil alipin tayo ng salapi, tama ba? Salapi. Alipin tayo ng salapi. I stayed kasi I know it was gonna make me survive. I know it was the right thing to do to have a stable job, but I was pushing the real, authentic me down. That didn't feel good. O ito naman sa love life and tying that into the fear of being seen. So for example, this might be you. You know what you want in a relationship, especially in a partner. You want a loving, loyal, long-term provider, gentle, kind, smart, all the good things in one partner. But because you're afraid that if you communicate that to your partner, naiiwan ka, then you're pushing the real authentic you to the side, honey, and that's the bad news. Essentially, you're scared of being who you truly are or expressing what you need as a person in a relationship because you're fearful of being rejected. And honestly, honey, I've been there. Girl, I understand. Okay, I put it to the side. I put my standards, my beliefs, my values to the side because gusto ko ng love. Dati, gusto ko ng lambing, gusto ko ng all of the goody kilig stuff. Pero at what cost though? Linalagay ko sa side yung boundaries ko, yung standards ko, yung values ko. All for a rat? Girl, 2026 Patty is icked out right now because I don't resonate with that girl anymore. But I love her. I had to go through that version. But maybe that might be you. You're settling for less in a relationship because you're fearful of being seen for who you are and what you want in a relationship. Now we tackle your fear of being seen in your everyday life, your daily interactions and how you show up as a person. So for me, the fear of being seen was manifesting when I would tend to hide my little quirks or be ashamed or fearful to express who I really am because, well, especially back in school, whether it be in high school or in college, kasi actually normal naman talaga yan eh. But even in high school, ito na, I used to do YouTube videos already, but I still very much had the fear of being seen because people be judgmental in high school. And that's the freaking truth. Naapektuhan ba ako nun? Oo naman. Kaya I didn't really put out that much videos because I was scared of being judged in high school. And when you're in high school, your reputation, your social wherever you fit in the social setting just means a lot, right? So even if I really wanted to create a lot of YouTube videos back then, see, high school pa lang nag-YouTube na ako, takot pa rin ako to express the true and authentic me. Maybe because I was still too young and I didn't do the work back then yet, which is valid kasi bata pa lang ako nun. And maybe that kind of still extended throughout college, although during college I was focusing on other things, school and other relationships and other things. But now that I am in my adult life and I'm working, I worked, I mean, because I'm unemployed right now, but I've been doing the inner work since I've become an adult. I realized na, and maybe this is just my prefrontal cortex developing or fully maturing, but you know what? Your weirdness, your little quirks, your silliness, or the things that people would judge you for when you were in high school, they're actually what makes you pretty clit, which is crazy lit in my vocabulary. Crazy lit, cool, amazing, memorable as an adult. Because when you're an adult, everything gets too structured, stagnant, and nawawala na yung luster ng life eh. But then when you add some whimsy, some quirks, some silliness, that's how people remember you. And if that's who you truly are as a person, and if that's who you truly are authentically, then great. Express it. Don't be afraid to. This is the year of being seen. No, but think about it. Me as a content creator now. I mean, that day I used to say content creator, but honey, I really am a content creator because I be getting some brand deals left and right. I be getting paid for some of my content. And I be getting invited to some of these influencer events and some opportunities are being thrown my way just because I've branded myself as a content creator. And the thing is, being a content creator, kailangan talaga mawala yung hiya mo eh. I know a lot of people are getting into content now, which is great. I love seeing people's lives. But with being a content creator, hindi siya pang lahat. Because being a content creator means being okay with authentically showing yourself online and being perceived by hundreds, thousands, millions of people or whoever comes across your content. Dati I remember a version of me that was shifting in a way that I would follow the trends or the quirks or some mannerisms of some content creators. But the more that I've molded or settled into who I am now, I realized na I really don't have to pretend. This really is just me. I am kalog, may pagkakalog ako, but I am also very demure and very eloquent when speaking. I am very smart, but I can also be very erotic. I'm a spiritual gangster. Oh my god, wait. I'm kind of cringing at myself, but you know what? That's okay because I accept myself and the cringe that comes with that. So ayun na nga, like with me being a content creator, there's lots of cringe moments, there's lots of weirdness to accept about yourself, but that's because I've done the work. I'm okay with being seen for all my weirdness, for all my greatness even, and that's why I would like to think that I'm pretty successful now, even as a small nano content creator. Like, it's been lit. It's been crazy lit because I've accepted the real authentic me and I'm not afraid of being seen. Okay, I also want to add this into the conversation of being a content creator and getting rid of the fear of being seen. This 2026, when I say na it's the year to be seen, Honey, babe, it's really the year of being seen because a lot of people are hopping on the social media trend, or a lot of people are stepping out of their comfort zone and posting more of their authentic lives online. And not to be part of the bandwagon, but if it's truly your calling to post more on social media, especially if your content would inspire people, then go for it. Like, I just want to share because this just happened last night. So I attended the Rags to Riches Revel Gala in BGC, wherein I attended as the plus one or the PA of my sister because she works for Rags to Riches. So when I went to the event, I realized na, oh my gosh, I kind of underestimated what this event would be. But there was a legit red carpet with so much cameras. It was giving Met Gala, but then in the Philippines, like a mini version of it. And there were so many people dressed up really nicely, so much creatives around the place, so much things happening. Tapos napaisip ako na, wow, like if the shy old me who had the fear of being seen was still present to this day, I wouldn't even be in that space or that opportunity. And even if the event was mainly for my sister Kata, I was there to support, right? There was still a moment when I stepped into the red carpet and got my picture taken by a legit photographer, and I was eating it up because one, I'm confident, two, I worked on it, and three, I know I deserve to be there. Period. But yeah, another thing that I realized while attending that event is the other people that were there are the content creators or the influencers that I watch on TikTok. Like there was this girl who I just see her, she's from LaSalle, and this guy who also interviews people who's from LaSalle. If you see this, hi. But I don't know, it was just so cool to see them in person because I was like, man, I just watched these people online pero nakakaharap-harapan ko na sila. I'm in the same space as them and we're all just having a good time sharing the greatness of the event. So, doon ako napaisip na, wow, like really, for example, that content creator, yung taga Lasal na pinapanood ko, had they not been confident and authentic, and if they had the fear of being seen, they wouldn't really post as much or they wouldn't even post at all. Hence, they wouldn't get that opportunity and experience all these lavish, nice things. Kasi ganun yung nangyayari pag may fear ka of being seen. But because they put themselves out there, they have the space to receive those types of opportunities, which for me is just pretty cool. Also, just as a humble brag, recently, nung May 2, I was invited to an event by and I was invited as a KOL. So I just dressed up and we were all going to be part of this whole summer event party in La Union. And had I not put myself out through my content and be weird with all my little quirks, I wouldn't even be invited to that event. And guess what? Can I even say this? But we were all compensated for that event. All the KOLs, the content creators, we were compensated because our content has value. And we know that because, well, I'd like to think we all did the work to express ourselves fully, authentically, and genuinely. So, ayun lang. I just wanted to share how amazing life can get when you get rid of the fear of being seen, however that may apply to you. I would actually want to hear your guys' opinion on that in the comments below. But yeah, getting rid of the fear of being seen will open up so many opportunities for you that you wouldn't even dream of in your wildest dreams. Now I said we would tackle how to get rid of the fear of being seen. So, with how I am in life, are there still parts of me that I'm afraid to show online or even in my day-to-day interactions? Obviously, yes. Well, some of them I just keep it for myself, but also there's still some parts of me that I'm not comfortable sharing to other people. But at least I'm honest with that, right? So the thing is though, with the fear of being seen and how to get rid of it, it's not the one-time thing na I'll just do this and everything's gonna be okay. There's no band-aid solution to this. You really have to do the inner work to get rid of that fear of being seen, whether that be through rejection therapy. You guys should search that up. I could do another episode on that. Whether it be through journaling, using the right journal prompts of what's making me feel fearful about being seen, or just asking the right questions and journaling it down, analyzing your answers, and sitting with your own thoughts to kind of come up with a solution. Another way of getting rid of the fear of being seen is to talk with a therapist or a life coach. So, personally, for me, I have my own psychologist and life coach that I work with. So, hey guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you. It really helps to have someone by your side working through your thoughts and helping you come out of your shell and just be your authentic self because they hold that space for you. And personally, for me, as I mentioned in the first episode, I am diving back into life coaching. So if any of you would like to work with a life coach and step out of your comfort zone, work with how to get rid of your fear of being seen, send me an email. The email will be down below. Reach out to my social media as well. They will be down below. But I'm willing to talk with you and work with you when it comes to getting rid of the fear of being seen and be your life coach. And last, and another way of getting rid of the fear of being seen is panghawakan mo to. Just do it. Just do it. Nike, you sponsor me. No, but really, just do it. My friend Pau, hey Pau, and I were talking when I was in Belair right after I quit my job and went into full unemployment mode. We were talking about all of our dreams, aspirations, plans for our businesses. I really admire my friend Pau because she's really doing good with her business. And we were talking about yung fear of doing something kasi you're scared na it might not work out. Personally, for me, may takot din ako eh. Like, I've done a lot of things that did not work out, hence I get fearful of starting new ones. But I'm at a space again wherein I'm willing to try, and that's because pinanghahawakan ko yung just do it. What are you gonna lose? Kung mapahiya ka, edi mapapahiya ka. So, next, 'di ba? Rejection therapy siya eh. You just have to put yourself out there, one step at a time. What's one thing you can do today that will make you feel like you're stepping out of your comfort zone? Maybe it's saying hi to a random stranger at the grocery store. Maybe it's skipping while you're walking out in public. Maybe it's going to the cinema alone and having a solo date. Maybe that's something that will help you step out of your comfort zone. But just do it. Really, just do it. If you have any plans, if you have any dreams, aspirations, what are the little steps that you can take to get to that dream or that goal? And just do it. You know, maybe there's still a lot of work to be done to get to that place na sige na nga, gagawin ko na nga. But you know what? I'm here. I'm gonna tell you. Just do it. Kasi kaya mo yan. And if it doesn't work out, so what? You're still gonna win if you keep trying. Because that's the game of life. Just keep going, keep trying, and you're gonna get there sooner or later. So I hope this good energy is rubbing off of you, honey, because we're in this together. We're just gonna do it, and we're gonna run after our dreams, manifestations, and goals. Ah, that felt so good. But we are actually towards the end of this podcast episode. And what better way to end this podcast episode than with lovely affirmations? So here I have come up with 5 affirmations anchored on the fear of being seen and how to get rid of it. So let me read them to you and make sure to take notes because you're gonna need them. Okay, I have my trusty laptop here and I'm gonna give you some affirmations to list down and listen to and hold on to them for the next days, weeks, months, for the rest of your life. So let's do it. 1. I am allowed to outgrow the version of me that stayed hidden. 2. Being seen is not something I need to earn. My existence is already enough. 3. It's okay if my voice shakes while I show up. I can be scared and still be brave. 4. The life meant for me will require a version of me that's willing to be seen. And last, I no longer want to abandon myself just to stay comfortable. Period. So this is where we end episode 2. I hope you guys like this episode. If you have any more topics that you'd want me to tackle in the next episodes of H2H podcast, do let me know in the comments below. But for now, speak up, step out of your comfort zone, and don't be afraid to show up as the real and authentic you. Thanks for watching. With love and light, Patty. Bye!